Hi, it's Movie Rewinds here. Today we are going to explain 2002's comedy movie, Kung Pao. So spoilers ahead, watch out and take care.
A family has dinner in a remote part of China, when a mysterious man arrives and quickly kills them. The baby is confirmed to be the chosen one, and Master Tang tries to kill him. The chosen, however, has skills and fights back. Master Tang struggles to catch the baby, and instead decides to just burn the house down. The baby escapes from the hut, before going over the side of a steep hill. A passing woman picks him up like she is gonna take him in, before throwing him back down. The chosen one grew up in the wilderness, battling his way through the landscape, and partying with the desert creatures. In search of the person who killed his family, Chosen encounters ferocious adversaries, which he has to engage in combat with. He travels to a village where he encounters Master Tang, a sick old teacher. To show Tang who he is, Chosen opens his mouth, revealing tongue. According to Tang, his master once told him that there would be a chosen, so he decides to train him. To the frustration of trainee Wimp Lo, who was intentionally mistrained as a joke, and walks around with squeaky shoes that match his whiny voice.
I win!
Chosen also meets the attractive Ling, who initially comes off as shy but soon warms up to him.
There you go.
She also screams non-stop when speaking. Wimp Lo challenges Chosen to a fight out of jealousy.
My nipples look like milk duds.
But he believes that the more he is bleeding, the better he is at fighting. Ling tries to break up the fight, before a messenger enters the arena, announcing that Master Tang has been spotted in town.
I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
Chosen recognizes the description as the person who murdered his family,
Perhaps a carbonated soda.
and enters the city in disguise to see him. He observes Master Tang's incredible tolerance by taking a brutal beating to the balls. Master Tang declares that he will now go by the name Betty. Chosen tries to train in the same way, but is knocked out and beaten until he says otherwise. When he awakens, a uni boob approaches him and introduces herself as well.
Well.
Okay.
She tells him that he possesses the supreme gift to defeat Betty. She cautions him not to fight Betty yet, and that he should beware the meadow.
I'm sorry?
Chosen fights her a little. Then Tongue fights her a little more. Then she flies away. The following day Master Tang confronts Betty and threatens to fight him. Betty gets one of his goons to start playing Baby Got Back on his jukebox, as they begin to fight. Tang is unable to continue the fight due to his health, and enrages Betty by referring to him as Sally.
It's Betty, you son of a pig. The name is...
In spite of Woe's warning, Chosen makes the decision to go and fight Betty.
I implore you to reconsider.
Ling initially declines his request to reveal Betty's location out of fear, but she eventually tells him. Chosen passes through the same meadow Woe had warned him about, where he meets Betty's protector. The cow attacks Chosen with kung fu, followed by milk bullets from her udder, but Chosen avoids the shots, and milks her until she is completely drained. Chosen triumphantly exits the meadow and keeps going, until he comes across Betty swinging a chain atop a waterfall. A man reveals himself to be Ling's father and intervenes to stop Chosen from fighting him. Though Betty defeats them both easily, and they're thrown over the waterfall, followed by a whale. They both survive, and Chosen brings Ling's father back to town. When they find Master Tang, he immediately recognizes Ling's father as Master Do, his old mentor. While Master Do rests, he warns Tang that if Betty can enlist the aid of the evil council, he will be unstoppable. Despite Tang's efforts to save him using neosporin and massage techniques, he dies. Chosen comforts Ling, who is grieving the loss of her father. She gives him conflicting signals about whether to romance her.
Take me, man meat! But I don't want you to think I'm a slut.
That evening Chosen looks to the skies for guidance. His prayers are answered by Mushu Fasa. Chosen is advised to continue his training, and to look to the stars above.
Stars above.
Betty demonstrates his magic by changing the color of the mayor's clothing from blue to red.
Wow!
Before being informed that Chosen is still alive.
You're still alive, Betty?
Next day Ling shows up at a courtyard with two hanging ventriloquists, before being seized by Betty in search of Chosen. She refuses to tell him where he is, and is let escape as bait. Master Tang goes for a walk in the nearby fields. when he hears bird calls come from the long grass.
I'm just a birdie too.
Betty attacks Tang, playing his music and defeating him with his iron claw. Wimplo makes an effort to play the hero, but dies, his squeaky shoes deflating. Ling finds Chosen, but a net the size of his head is thrown on him, and he passes out. Chosen is forced to run back in time to escape the net. After getting free, he discovers Wimplo's dead body in the reeds. As he follows the sounds of moaning, he finds Tang, Ling, and his dog all slowly dying, with Wimplo being the only one actually dead. Chosen trains to remove the 2 metal spikes on Betty's chest that are the source of his power. However, because the spikes are too smooth, every attempt fails. Ling tries to assist him that evening, pouring lemon juice, salt, and liquid mercury from a thermometer into his hands.
It hurts.
Then hums creepily as she rubs his hands through her hair, before lighting them ablaze.
Now try.
Chosen can now remove the spikes from the dummies, saying that his first impression of Ling was that of a psychotic bitch. The evil council then summons Betty, and tells him they will assist in defeating Chosen. Chosen thinks over the best way to attack Betty and to buy enough time to remove the spikes. Each attack he practices leaves him open to a counter, but he devises a plan. He enters a store and buys a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts!
Using them to beckon a squirrel. When the fight starts, Betty's henchman starts to play music, but Chosen changes it to Black Betty. They engage in combat, where Chosen seems to be winning. But the evil council fly in giant pyramids and begin playing French music, empowering Betty. After Betty beats Chosen down, Chosen has visions of encouragement from Wo and Mu Shu Fasa. Tungy grows to incredible length and latches onto a pyramid, spinning the ship back into space, and the remaining ships flee. Chosen leaps from the ground and grabs hold of Betty's spikes, getting palmed away but ripping them from his body. Betty stumbles to the ground, dying. Chosen gets to his feet and takes out a squirrel, paying the squirrel with a hand-sized cavity of nuts for protecting him from the blow. Ling runs into the courtyard, flashes Chosen, and hugs him. And the movie ends.
Make sure subscribe our channel for more videos, and thanks for watching.